Hi everyone, Joy here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. The weather here has been absolutely fabulous and I'm really excited for you to be joining me. Today I'm talking about the essential pages for your website. So if you've decided to set up your home space online and you're choosing for that to be a website or a blog, then there's some certain pages that you would really like to have straight off the bat on your website before you start promoting it anywhere and before you start putting it on your social media channels. So those pages are your home page, your about page, your services, disclaimer and privacy policies. Do not overlook these. These are really, really important, as well as potentially a start here and an FAQ. Now I'd like to go over those more in depth, but basically your website is your who, what, where, why, how. So who you are, what you do, where you're located, so whether you offer online services or a bricks and mortar service, why you do what you do, so sort of about your business, your history, those sorts of things. Who, what, when, where, why, how. I've done them all. Anyway, so your homepage is who you are, what you do. It's a bit of a summary style page ideally, unless you've got a blog. If you're setting up a blog, you will set that up slightly differently. Your homepage is likely to be your latest blog post or a list of your latest blog posts. One of the other essentials for your homepage though is your opt-in form. Whatever you're offering people needs to be front and center to get their email address. Because how do people find your homepage? To be quite honest, most people landing on your homepage know what they're looking for. In the form of SEO, your homepage, unless they're searching for your business name, is unlikely to come up in the search results. So if they've got there, they've either been to your website, found it through a search of an article, and then taken themselves to your homepage to see what you've got going on. They might have found you through social media, where you put your link into your homepage. I actually recommend putting a link to an opt-in form landing page on your social media platforms. However, you can just use your homepage depending on what sort of website you're setting up. You really just want an opt-in form there because they're warm or slightly warm. They're tepid leads. There we go. We'll call them that. So they've already had contact with your business or your social media channels or a recommendation from somebody, and they're landing on your homepage because they knew where they were going. You want to grab that. If you can get that onto an email list, that's really, really valuable for your business. And you can then use that later on. So make your homepage just a bit of a summary about who you service, how you service them, and what you service them with. Your second page is your about page. You can include a bit more about your history, why you do what you do, who you help, and those sorts of things on your about page. In regards to SEO, you need to sort of decide whether you want your homepage to be focusing on the name of your business or whether you want your about page to. And that's really entirely up to you and how you're setting yourself up and your marketing strategies. Your services page, pretty straightforward. You need to tell people what you offer, what your services are. If you're sort of a blog style website where you're primarily blogging and writing articles, you're probably not going to have a services page. However, if you're a services-based business, you might be a hairdresser, you want to list what kind of hairdressing services you offer. There's actually a business locally, and I'm not going to name them because it's pretty crappy. Their website's not mobile responsive. I really want to use their services. They're on the main street of my town, which makes parking really, really hard. I get limited time off my part-time job between that and running this. I don't have time to stuff around walking in there. And their website won't tell me how much it's going to be for me to get them to do what it is that I want them to do. Now, it's a pretty straightforward service price kind of, it's not quoting based on difficulty or anything like that. This is how much I charge to do this. And their website doesn't tell me, it's not there. Yes, if you put prices, you're going to need to update them when you have a price change. How often is that? Really, are you putting your prices up every month? If you are, good for you. You're doing really well. Keep doing whatever it is you're doing because you're doing great. For the majority of services though, you're putting your prices up once every 6 months, if you're lucky. A lot of businesses don't put their prices up often enough in the fear of losing customers. So make sure you're charging what you're worth and just it takes 10 minutes to update your price list on your website and make sure it's there for people to find what they want. Now, you will also need a disclaimer page and a privacy policy page, and these are sort of requirements just for websites. With cookies and tracking and Facebook pixels and all of those sorts of things, you need to make sure that there's somewhere there for people to know what their legal obligations are in regards to the types of stuff that you're collecting, types of data you're collecting off them. If you simply Google privacy policy template, that'll come up for you. I did say when I was talking about the services page that if you're building a blog, you won't have a services page, but what you're likely to have is a start here page. And that's going to be, it's a bit like a story of your blog posts. Let's say you've got a blog about blogging. There's plenty of them. On the start here page, you'll have a how to set up your website, what pages you need on your website, how to launch an affiliate program, how to install a membership site. You'll have all this content around how to build your blog and how to build your website. And basically you want to make that content easy to find for people, and most people in a blogging type scenario will make their money making posts the start here page. So if you've got some posts that are really heavily monetized and they're converting really well, you want to put those on your start here page so that most people that come to your site will go there and look at them if it's of interest. And last but not least, an FAQ page. If you're a service-based industry or something other than a traditional style blog or affiliate marketing blog, an FAQ page is really handy just to answer those common questions that people have about your industry or about you. If you don't have your own commonly asked questions by your clients, go and look up someone else's. I'm not saying steal their answers, but just grab the questions that they're saying clients are most often asking them and then answer them in your tone of voice in regards to your business and what you're going to do or how you would solve those problems. It makes a really great linkable resource for people who are researching their own articles, come across your FAQ page, find it and then link back to. It could potentially become one of your most linked to pages. So yeah, the only other thing I've got to say on the topic is make sure you stick with the conditions of your affiliate programs. Now, Amazon is a big one. A lot of people use Amazon to make their money online. And if you do, go back through their terms and conditions and make sure you have that disclaimer written the way they want it written. The one for the FTC is not enough for Amazon and they could potentially shut you down. That could cost you a lot of money. So just in your footer of every page of your website, just put the disclaimer and keep them happy. Because there are some companies you just don't want to get under their skin. If they shut you down, you could be blacklisted for life and probably will be. They're one of the biggest affiliate programs online and you do not need that to happen to your business. So there you go. That's my essential pages for a business website. If you have any other questions, I'll be happy to help. Let me know in the comments. Shoot me a message through the page. I'm happy to help anywhere you like.